come out of one email. You understand? That's how we connect the state together. I send it to you, you send it to your friend, and you learn how to communicate. I've had to learn to do that in my company. I built a network called Communifier, bought a network called, so I could communicate with my employees, and I could take videos of things that I wanted them to see and so they can go and look at. I had to learn how to communicate better to my people. I had to learn how to be a better communicator. I had to learn how to use my influence and my platform for Christ. Let me back up a minute. This is what I wanted to tell you about running a Christ-centered company. If you're going to run a Christ-centered company and we're going to run the South Carolina Chamber, Christian Chamber, then we've got to become priests. You understand what I'm talking about? If you're on a company and you're trying to run that company for Christ, the only way it's going to happen is for you, the owner, to become a priest. And God ordains you as a priest. If you have Christ living in your heart, you're a priest. And you don't even have to be a company owner. You don't even have to be a pastor. If you're a person who loves God, then you are a priest. And you're to be about priesting and making a difference and influence. So if you want to change your company for Christ, you learn how to priest. You'll change your company forever. If we want to win this state back for Christ, then I need 500,000 priests. If you take the 3 million Christians and about half of them are probably serious about it and about half of them go to church and are committed, we may have 500, 700,000, but that's the biggest army in the world. There's no other army out there with that many people fighting for Him every day, fighting for Christ. We would have the largest Christian army in the whole country. Think about that. How hard would that be to do? If we get it planted and we get everybody communicating and we get everybody motivated. I don't know how to fight all these issues. I don't know how to deal with that problem, but people like Orrin do. They send us the information, we get it to you, you send it to your people, and before we know it, everybody in the state knows what's going on and everybody in the state is engaged. Now, 2 things. You're going to have to be a priest if we're going to make this happen. You're going to take the responsibility for your people of influence, whether it's your employees, your family, or your acquaintances. And if you're not the owner of the company, you're an employee. But you're still supposed to be a priest in everything you do. The second thing, I'd say the first thing before becoming a priest, you've got to be sold out. You've got to be sold out for Christ. I don't care what people say about me. I don't care what I do. I care that they know that I'm a Christian. But if they don't like the fact that I'm a Christian, it's okay. And some people won't, and aren't going to be very proud of me for taking the stands I do. But that's okay, because I am sold out. Until I die, I'm going to try to make a difference in the rest of my life with what I have and what God's given me. You understand? Because I'm committed. My company's committed. My employees in my company know where I stand, and they know what we're trying to accomplish. I'm sold out. I'm a priest. And the most important thing I do is I love my people. I love them, I take care of them, and I look after them. And if you're a priest, that's what you're supposed to be about doing. If you're a pastor, that's what you're supposed to be doing with your flock. We got to learn to love our people. Here's what they say. We love things and we use people. God's Word says the opposite. We love people and we use things. And we're messing it up. Things become more important than people. So therefore people get abused. Employees get abused. We don't take care of them. Write that down. Go back to your office and you learn to priest. You sell out for Christ and you love your people, and God will change your company through you. And that's the same method that He's going to use to change this state for Christ. You follow me? Communicate, educate, motivate. If you will, there's a verse that I thought made a lot of sense for today. If I can find my glasses. In Philippians 1:20, it says, only let your manner of life be worthy of the gospel of Christ. You ever thought about what that means? Is your life worthy of the manner of the gospel of Christ? Are you priesting? Are you sold out? Are you committed? So that whether I come and see you or am absent, I hear of you, and that you are standing firm in one spirit, with one mind, striving side by side for the faith of the gospel. To me, that ought to be the verse for the Christian chamber. Christian people standing side by side to defend, promote, and protect the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's what we need to be about doing. I always close it with this. We don't have a lot of life left, some of us. There's some young folks in here, but guys, I'm in the latter part. I'm in my fourth quarter. I'm going to make a difference. I'm living every day for eternal value. If what you're part of and what you're doing does have no eternal value, you need to put it aside. And you need to engage in things. There's some things going on here in Charleston that I've seen already. LifeWorks and ministries going on all over town. Get engaged. Get involved. Help these things to become better. Become focused on making a difference with what life you have. Let's make a difference. Let's make South Carolina the greatest state in the country for Christ. We're conservative. We're Christian. We've got a church on every corner. We got people deliberately running their companies for Christ. I don't know how we're getting away. We're doing some things in the upstate that you guys will be proud of. And I'm going to bring these guys here and put them up there and let them teach you how they do it. I know how to run a company for Christ. These guys know how to do it right. And I'll get them in front of you and let them teach you how to run a caring committee for your companies, how to make a difference in in your life, in your companies, and in your families. I think I've talked to David Beasley, and I think he's going to be our first speaker next month. And I think you're going to enjoy that. I'll let you know next week. I'll send you out an invite, and I want you to invite everybody that'll come and come hear him and let him explain to you what he's learned about leadership.